Sitting in my high school English class a few years back, a past graduate entered the room to talk to his former teacher. He went on and on about how difficult it had been the first few months after he graduated because he did not know basic life skills. He was very stressed because on top of his college classes, he was also having to learn basic life skills. Now, this got me interested in that subject, and I started to research. And I found out that nearly all students do not know basic life skills before they graduate. Now, this was shocking to me, and for that reason, I'm going to try and convince you today that as to why all students should be required to take a basic life skills class before they graduate high school. Now, the three topics I'll be discussing today are the drawbacks of not knowing basic life skills, the life skills that are most important to know, and the benefits of knowing these basic life skills. Because as a student, I have seen these firsthand and know the difficulties that come when you don't know these skills. The first point I'll be discussing is the drawbacks to not knowing basic life skills. Now, a study by Education Source says that half of students aren't ready for the career ahead of them. That means 1 in 2 students are not ready to give their full potential at their career that they have studied so hard for so many years to accomplish. Now, this isn't because they don't know their job. This is because they are not prepared for all the bumps in the road that come with it, such as managing money and staying healthy. Now, the skills that they don't know are simple skills such as managing money, staying healthy, and how to find a car or house and make simple repairs on that. And now this is due to lack of education in this area. While we're being taught math and sciences that today's generation, less than 15%, use on an everyday basis, we aren't being taught basic life skills in which everyone over the age of 18 on Earth uses on a nearly everyday basis. Now that I have talked about the life skill or the drawbacks to not knowing these life skills, I'm going to be talking about the life skills that you need to know most. The first one is managing money. Now, we should be taught how to balance a checkbook, create a budget, so we are not overspending our hard-earned cash. Another skill that we need to know is home and car repair. Now, imagine you have a leaky faucet, and you haven't learned a lick of basic life skills, so you do not know how to fix it yourself. Therefore, you call a repairman. He or she comes and fixes it in 5 minutes with a $10 tool. Now, you think it's just going to be $10, but he hands you a bill, and it's upwards of $150. Why so much? He was paying you for the labor he had to endure. Now, if you had known life skills, you could have fixed this for $10 and saved hard-earned cash. Because, let's be honest, in today's world, there's never enough money. Now, the third point, or the third set of skills that would be beneficial to know is understanding healthcare and how to stay safe and healthy. You need to understand how to find the correct healthcare that best suits you so you are not overspending and getting scammed out of money. On top of that, you need to know how to stay safe and healthy. Now, this has to do with with being taught the proper diet and the problems with smoking and drinking and things of that nature. By learning this, you'll be able to stay healthy and not have to spend so much money on health-related bills. And if you do end up getting sick, you'll have learned the proper health care and hopefully the healthcare will help you pay for most of it. Now, the last point I want to talk about is the benefits of knowing these life skills. The first benefit is saving well-needed money. This goes back to the story I told of the leaky faucet and the plumber. If the person would have been taught basic life skills, they would have saved nearly $100 just by knowing a simple trick that we could have been taught in our high school days. Another benefit to knowing this is you'll be better prepared for the real world. With today's generation, they're struggling to keep up with college as well as learning life skills by themselves because they have not been taught. If we had been taught in high school, we would be able to put all our effort into our job or college for our career. Now the last is it'll help you make better decisions for your future. Now, this includes stuff like creating a budget so you're not overspending, so you don't have countless debt in your future. Now, other decisions such as staying healthy go with that as well. In conclusion, I've discussed problems with not knowing basic life skills, the life skills that are most important to know, and the benefits of knowing these. As a student, knowing these skills will make me so much better prepared for after college or after high school. Students should be required to take a basic life skills because it truly prepares them for the future ahead of us. By learning these simple skills, we'll be better off than over half of today's generation. Now, I'd like to thank Education Source, Successful Student, and livestrong.com for the surveys and information in this speech. And I hope to have convinced you as to why we should be required to take a basic life skills class before we graduate high school. Thank you.